So, the usual per the games on this platform, you guys. Um, I got a message that my signal was not strong. My signal is very strong. So it's YT games and I don't have time for it, but I'm going to get this message through. So I want you guys to hear again. If you can hear me and see me, put a number 9 in the chat, but I want you guys to hear again what is being said by this pelican, this Karen who is accosting um, Terrell Owens, who is weaponizing her tears, okay, and who's putting on an act, okay?
I'm fine, sir. First of all, I didn't almost hit her. I understand that. Just relax. I'm not finna sit up here.
He ran the stop sign.
Well, there is no stop sign. What are you talking about? I understand that.
I wasn't, but I asked him to slow down, and he got out of his car and started harassing me. He put his car in park.
Right, because you're going to yell at me and telling me I almost hit you, and I didn't.
But you didn't have to get out of your car.
You didn't have to talk to me that way either,
A
Karen.
black man approaching a white woman.
First of all, you had your boy right here, your husband right here. So
Did you hear her? You're a black man approaching a white woman. Did you hear her? I mean, Academy Award acting. You are a black man approaching a white woman. Then she says, he put his car in park and then he came after me. The lies. The utter lies. So again, as I was saying before my live was cut off, okay, what she is saying when she says that you're a black man approaching a white woman is that I know how you are portrayed. I know that you're portrayed as being a super predator, that you're portrayed as being dangerous, that you're portrayed as being a criminal. I know that. I know that there is a system that is against you and it's for me. And I'm going to use that to my advantage. And I know that when I cry, the tyrant officers are going to answer my becking call. That's what she knows. She was in no way afraid of him. She was utilizing her privilege. That's what she was doing. Utilizing her privilege to her benefit. You are a black man approaching a white woman as if we're back in some slave goddamn days. Like he's just forbidden to react. That universal law states that for every action, there is a reaction. And she expected him not to react because in her mind, he's still a slave. He still has no rights. He's dead. So you don't approach a white woman. I don't care what she said to you. I don't care what I did to you. You have no right to approach me. You have no right to defend yourself. I think these people are really, really smoking some crack. Okay? Privilege, crack laced with just a whole bunch of privilege and audacity. Really? This is why I said it's so imperative for us to community up now. We have to be our own protection. If you think that all of these murders, the ones that are, that are real, if you think, right, that they're happening just by happenstance, no. I can clearly feel and see that this was all ordered and ordained. You see the same MO most of the time. And I guess they've gotten to the point where we're raising, hell, that they feel like, oh, we'll give them a couple of indictments. We'll give them a couple out of the hundreds upon thousands that they have murdered without any type of justice. Oh, they'll throw us a couple. That's not justice. That's just to pacify you because they know that you're easily pacified. This is how they know you so well. They know you down to a T. They have studied you. There are plenty of case studies on you in your lowest state, in your coma. They know you. This is why it's so important for us to have community so that we can protect ourselves, so that we can provide for ourselves, so that we can create a safe and balanced world filled with love and security. Spiritual enlightenment, knowledge and wisdom, uprightness. We can create those communities for ourselves wherever we are. And it's imperative that we do this. We are living amongst people that continuously see us as their enemy. It doesn't matter about the exceptions to the rule. I am speaking about the majority of the time. The treatment of us the majority of the time in throughout this entire planet. Throughout the entire planet. I'm not talking about your little exceptions to the rule. She said, "You are a black man approaching a white woman." That's what she said. It's the same thing with the Emmett Till. He supposedly whistled at this Pelican woman, and they came and snatched his young body from his home, and they beat him and mutilated him beyond recognition. That woman, who last I heard she was supposed to be on her deathbed, is actually still alive. Okay? Still alive. After what she did to this young, beautiful light, she's still breathing. No remorse, none at all. These women know what they're doing. These Karens know exactly what they're doing. These Kens know exactly what they're doing. They are playing the system that was created for them to their benefit because it was created for them. So they know how to play it. They know how to utilize it to get what they want. They're in such a state of right now they're feeling extremely insecure, racially insecure. They know that the shift is here and they are raising hell. They are losing their minds. We can't do anything without these people constantly accosting us and bothering us. And I am tired of it, and you should be tired of it too. This is not the way that you're supposed to exist. You're supposed to be able to walk wherever you want to walk freely, wherever it is upon the face of this earth. This is not the way you're supposed to be existing. They know what they're doing. She was not afraid. She was all rah in his face, right? Telling him all about how many liens he has on his house. Okay? Oh, how behind he is, and he's the talk of the whole neighborhood. She's not afraid. If you're afraid of someone, would you stand there, right, and berate them? No, of course not. telling all types of personal business, if it were even true, that she's not supposed to be telling. But acting like she's so afraid, or acting like we're back in some slave days and like we're supposed to be obedient and we're supposed to shut our mouth. Oh, master don't like what we say. When we talk back, we supposed to just sit there and take it and mess it up. Get the freak out of here. It's a new day. It is a new day. And I've heard some people say, oh, we are not our ancestors. Indeed, you are. And they say it in a way, in a derogatory way, as if our ancestors were not warriors. I don't know about you, but my ancestors, they were straight up warriors. They did stuff that we're not doing today. Just so we could have a fighting chance. Being ripped apart by dogs, blown to the ground by water with water hoses, being spit on, punched in the face, stabbed in the head. Now I'm not with the nonviolence. I'm not with that. I'm not with that. You're going to get this work. You're going to get this work when you come and accost me and mine. This is why it's extremely important for us to have self-sustaining communities wherever we are. It's important. She said, you are a black man accosting a white woman. And I've told you that there has been a profound case of character assassination when it comes to us. They try to taint our image every which way they can, and people actually believe this about us wherever we are. I've traveled to enough lands and talked to enough people. I've heard, I've seen, I've experienced the treatment of us, even by other people that look like us, on in our Kebulon and in other lands. We are all that we have. We are all that we have. It's becoming just more and more dangerous. More and more dangerous. She lied and said that he was coming after her. He parked his car and he came after me. Well, you didn't have to get out of your car and accost me. Well, why didn't he? You're sitting up here yelling to the top of your lungs that he almost hit you, and it was a lie. So he's defending himself verbally against your lies, which he is absolutely entitled to do, and he should do. How ridiculous of her to think that she can just spew out lies about this man and he's supposed to do nothing and say nothing. Then she calls the police. Now, I recall, just like the woman said, and you guys can go and watch it on Dr. Richie's show. But I recall that just like the woman said in the video, if you go and watch it, the sister said, I thought they were supposed to be, there was a law and they, against calling the police and weaponizing, the police against melanated people. They haven't done ish as it relates to that at all, because they don't care. They didn't intend on doing that. However, the law that went, the protective law for the Asians, try it and they'll be right there prosecuting. They'll be right there. How many times do they have to show you that you really don't matter? And we have to stop looking for them to matter. We have to stop looking to them to matter. We don't care if we matter to them. We shouldn't care. We have to matter to us. I'm trying to get you all to understand and understand that you have to matter to yourself and you have to matter to your people. I'm tired of turning on social media and seeing you fools fighting one another. But you won't lift a finger to your real enemy. You'll sit here, I see girls beating each other to death. They'll beat their sister to death, but you won't do anything to your enemy. I'm talking about all of you ratchet ass spirits out there like that. Whether you are male or female, the earth is going to get rid of you. The earth is going to get rid of you. And glory be the day, because you are the cancer in our nation. You are the cancer. I've seen how the brother Rashad Jamal, you know, I've seen how he's put out some great information, and I have seen how our community has come together because they're jealous, they're envious, they're messy, and they have torn that brother down and they've ripped him away from his family. All on speculation. I've seen it. I've seen it. Everybody's doing videos to tear him down. This is the sick stuff that we do to one another. You'll offer your brother and your sister up to the very enemy that has raped, robbed, pillaged you and your people, that have murdered, that have disenfranchised, that have stolen souls from various hemispheres and brought them to other hemispheres, who have stripped their entire identity away from them, who have replaced their identity with themselves. These are the people that you offer your sister and brother up to. These are the people that you look to for correction. I tell you, my people, you are sick. You are very sick. You're very sick. Look at the people that you offer your brothers and sisters up to. Look at the people that you look to for the rod of correction instead of looking towards yourself and your brother and sister who is your divine reflection. I know that we have some rotten eggs in our community, but we have got to learn to tolerate, be more tolerable. We have got to learn to love one another. And those rotten eggs, we have got to learn how to properly get them out of our nation, how to properly eradicate them from our nation if they cannot be rehabilitated. We've got to learn to deal with one another. She said, "You are a black man accosting a white woman." She knows her power, and they use their sick sadistic power against you every single day. And guess what? Guess what, beloved? They have no remorse. I've told you all about contracts that I've been on, and I have always been like, my work has always been impeccable because that is my brand. It is who I am. I've always exceeded and exceeded everyone, exceeded my goals. I've always done extremely well when it comes to my work. And I've seen how racism works even on the job. I've been the only melanated person on my team. And I've seen these white women come together, lie to get rid of not only me, but other melanated women on the team. I've seen it in one of my last federal contracts. There was a sister who was over the entire department. She was the PM. And I've seen white women come together, create these lies behind doors, and they fired that sister for no reason at all, off of a lie. I have seen it. I have experienced it, and they have no remorse. They have none. But you have all this, you're so gullible and you're so naive. Your self-esteem is so low. Your self-esteem is in the hands of the colonizer and of the enemy. You look to them to validate who you are. That's a sickness. Beloved, that's a sickness. These people know what they're doing. Again, she said, you are a black man approaching a white woman. Now her husband is right there. Now she's the one accosting him. She's the one yelling at him. But she knows how to use her power, how to use her privilege. She knows against you, beautiful ones. But you have so much remorse. You're so tolerable, right? Your heart is so soft and mushy and ushy and gushy inside. But you don't show that same love and that same mercy towards your sister and brother. You're sick. If you're not out there when your sister and brother is being harassed by these tyrants, and you're and not standing up for them and not making sure that they are protected, and I'm talking about when your brother and sister is being harassed and being abused. That I've seen you all watch it from beginning to end, and you don't intervene. You do nothing but watch them be abused and harassed. Why can't you all come together and protect your sister and brother from these tyrants? Why? You have so much mercy. When I watch these videos, you have so much patience and so much mercy when you're dealing with the enemy. You tell them 10 times, can you leave me alone? Can you back up? Can you leave me alone? Can you back up? Really? Really? Do they show you that same mercy? Do they show you that same respect? Are they that patient with you? No, they're not. No, they're not. My people, you are sick and you need healing. You are sick and you need healing. That is why religion was created. It was created to colonize your mind. Now, if you love that and you want to stay there, this is not for you. Please keep it moving. Because all of these dim lights that are still willingly participating in this low vibrational behavior, your time is limited. Yeah, your time is limited on this earth. The earth is evolving. So if your energy can't match the energy of this earth, you're done. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of you all just continuously operating in your sickness. It makes me sick. They are playing their hand. They're playing it very well. And it is to your detriment. It's okay for everyone else to protect themselves but us. What kind of foolishness is that? Nonsense. Everybody else can protect themselves but the melanated womb man and man? We're supposed to continuously be abused by these people continuously. And if it's not applicable to you, then I'm not talking to you. I don't need you to come on here talking about it ain't all of us, it ain't everybody. I'm talking to the ones who it is applicable to. Okay? And the fact that you have to do that says that you have some work to do within yourself. If it doesn't apply to you, then keep it moving. To try to make yourself feel good. I can see that too. Well, it ain't all of us that are doing that to melanated people. That does not even have to be said, but it's enough of you all doing it. And it's time that we stand up for ourselves. It's time that we protect ourselves. We cannot continue to let our people be abused. We cannot continue to let ourselves be abused this way. This is not why we were created. And those that are making us believe that us protecting ourselves is wrong, then something is actually wrong with them. They are the enemy. Oh, we can protect ourselves, but you can't. I want you to see the trick bag. Now, if you believe that you were created to be continuously abused, if you believe that, then you go on, because this message is not for you. If you can't see the trickery that is being played on you, that has been played on you for hundreds upon hundreds of years, something is wrong with you. You need to go within. You need to do your work. You need to ask for your eye to be opened, because they don't change up. They don't switch up just a little, but it's the same MO over and over and over again. The same MO. And here we go with a spammer. We have a spammer, Brenda Jones, while I'm sitting up here trying to talk to my people, trying to deliver a profound message to you all. This is the shit, that happens. Well, we're going to keep it moving, right? We're going to block this person and keep it moving. And you think YT is unaware? You think that this shit happens by happenstance? It doesn't. It doesn't. These people are sent here to spam messages like that, like this. I want you all to hear it again. Let's hear it again. I want to drive this. I want you all to understand this, understand it, and overstand it. Let's hear it again.
So first of all, I don't do that type of stuff.
You did. You put your car in park and you came at me.
First of all, I didn't come at you.
Yes, you did.
You can stop all of that, Karen. I got more video. Just like a Karen.
You almost hit me.
How did I almost hit you? And I'm going to the mailbox.
I was a Karen.
Yeah, I called you a Karen when I came over here after you. First of all, I didn't almost hit her. Sir, no, I'm fine, sir. First of all, I didn't almost hit her. I understand that. Just relax. You're not finna sit up here.
You ran the stop sign.
Well, there is no stop sign. What are you talking about? I understand.
I wasn't, but I asked him to slow down, and he got out of his car and started harassing me. He put his car in park.
Right, because you're going to yell at me and telling me I'm almost hit you, and I didn't.
But you didn't have to get out of your car.
You didn't have to talk to me that way either, Karen.
A black man approaching a white woman.
First of all, you had your boy right here, your husband right here. So
Did you hear it? You are a black man approaching a white woman. What are you doing approaching me, black man? Black scary man. What are you doing? You're not supposed to approach me. That's off limits. You're out of bounds. Right? All I have to do is call the police and they'll be here in a jiffy. And they're going to believe me over you any day. She knows what she's doing. Then she starts to weep and cry. when the police arrive to drive it home. Because she's really a damsel in distress. She's so pure and she's so, she's so innocent. And I'm scared of this scary black man. Really? Are you really? You don't seem to be afraid. Are you really? Look at the trick bag, my people. Look at it. This is what they do. They have it down to a science. And it is to your detriment. You better community up. It's imperative that you community up. Our lives depend on it. Our lives depend on it. You better community up. You look for every excuse not to work and be around your own, your sister and brother, and other nations do it all the time. I see sisters, Latin sisters and brothers who come over to our land and they live in a house. It could be 10 of them or more. I've seen it. I grew up in a Latin community. I've seen it in the buildings in which I have resided, and it'll be 10 or more of them in one place, and they all work and have a job and they all contribute. And then one person saves enough to get a house, and then the next person saves enough to get their own house, and then the next person. And then as more and more come from over wherever they come from, they go and they do the same thing over again. But it's always an excuse with us. There's always jealousy. There's always envy that overpowers our community, our unity, our oneness. And we have got to stop this. Everyone else can pull together and do it. So can you all. Stop playing into their dirty hands. Stop being caught up in their web of lies and trickery. Stop it. They want you to continue to think that you can't work with your sister or brother or live with your sister or brother who's a reflection of you. Now, yes, we know that some of our people got some real issues. And again, we need to learn how to really deal with those people. It doesn't mean that you have to be around those cancerous types of personalities, but there's enough of us that are not like that you can work with, that you can live amongst, that you can build with. There's enough. You just won't do it. Well, guess what? If you don't want to do it, that's the type of shit that you're going to have to continue to deal with. That's what's there for you. It's going to continue to eat at you. It's going to continue to suffocate you to where you can't even move until you have nowhere to turn but to your people. That's what you're going to continue to have to deal with. We are a sick people. You need healing, my people. You are a sick people. And that's the first step. You need healing. And it's nothing wrong with even going through a healing journey with your sister or your brother who really, truly wants healing. But we really need to heal ourselves and get back to our oneness. It is our power. There is power in numbers. You are an energy. Your sister and brother is an energy. You combine that energy into one and you have a profound force. And it can't be broken. I'm tired of seeing this. We are all that we have. You are me. I am you. You are me. We are we. I am you. You are me. and we are we. And just like I said before, just because we are wanting to come together and unify, that does not translate into hate. It actually is love. It is love because unity is love. And we have been loving everyone else but ourselves. It's time to reel it on in. We have been loving everyone else but ourselves. And there's nothing wrong, beloveds, with loving yourselves and with loving your people. And don't you let anybody tell you any different. I need you to heal yourself, to do your self work, and to come together. Many communities, many self sustaining communities. This message continues to come through me for a reason. And the time is now. These people know exactly what they're doing. These Karens and these Kens, they know exactly what they are doing. Those that are participating in these games, they're playing with your life. And that's not funny, and it's not a light thing. Because that brother could have been shot down when she called the police on him. It doesn't matter. Maybe him being Terrell Owens may give him a bit more protection. But it doesn't mean that his life may not have been lost that night. This is what they're doing with their white tears. This is what they're doing with their privilege. They're playing with your very lives. And if you cannot stand up for yourself, and you cannot stand up for your people, and you cannot protect yourself, you cannot protect your people, then you're not going to survive. You know those sisters and brothers over there in on that Indian island. What is the name of the tribe, son? The what the Sentinels. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. You see, they have not been infiltrated. And they have not been infiltrated for a reason. Because they believe in protecting themselves and their tribe. Some have actually had the testicular fortitude to try and go and colonize them and poison their minds with their religion. Well, both of those attempts, they failed. And the last person that attempted that, his body was never recovered. They didn't want that poison. They did not want that poison to infiltrate their tribe. They knew how detrimental it could be to their existence, to their culture, to their minds. They, till this day, never have been infiltrated. Even the Jara tribe that's around them, they have been infiltrated. A lot of them have gone to the Indian government. There was a documentary on it, and a lot of them have gone to the Indian government, and they have said that they want help now that, you know, they introduce them to tobacco and cigarettes and liquor and alcohol. This is what they do. They come and spew their poison to destroy you. So now the Jara tribe, it's only a few of them left. But the Sentinels, they were like, oh no, No, bro, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna go down like that. You're gonna get these poison darts in your ass. That's what you're going to get. We don't need you. We don't need you and your poison, your religious poison. We don't need it. We don't need your liquor. We don't need your tobacco. Not your kind. We don't need it. We know what you're trying to do. You're trying to subjugate us. We're not having it. Division has been one of the greatest weapons, along with ignorance, pure ignorance. You are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And I will keep saying it again. It's not because the knowledge isn't there. It is because you refuse to seek it. So they out here playing their reindeer games. This is a game of chess. They're making their moves. What's going to be your move? You have a right to protect yourself. You don't have to continue to be abused, my beautiful people. You don't. You don't have to continue to be abused. You have a right to protect your temple. You have a right to protect your community. And we can do that in such a spiritual way that the bond cannot be broken wherever we are. When you get fed up in here, in your mind, you're sending out frequencies to the universe, and the universe has to respond. That's that oneness. That's that one consciousness. That one consciousness. It is powerful. This is why we're having this heating up, what they're calling global warming. Our earth is becoming a sun. The earth is speaking. You see all of the floods, and you see the heat waves. That is the way that nature communicates, through the elements. Nature is speaking right now. Are you listening? Can you match nature's frequency? Can you match the frequency of the elements? They're speaking. It's tired. It's tired of this gross imbalance. It's tired of these low vibrational thoughts and behaviors of gluttony, of lust, abuse and lies, injustice. All of that is the opposite of Ma'at. It's the opposite. She said for the last time, you are a Black man coming up, approaching a white woman. She knows that the system is for her, and that the system will respond with its tyrants to come and save her when she sends out the call. They playing with your life, fam. How much is your life worth? How much is the life of your sisters and brothers worth? That man could have been shot dead. And she wouldn't have given a care. And you would have read in the comments, oh, well, did he cooperate? Or, well, if he just would have cooperated, he would, everything would have been okay. These are the comments that you would have been reading. Did you hear the police officers tell Terrell Owens to relax? He didn't tell that Karen to relax. He's telling the brother to relax. You can't tell me that our murders, the murders of our people, has not been ordained by the powers that be. You cannot tell me. The same old MO. They think that we're so stupid that we believe that we no longer know which apartment we reside in. When there are distinct differences, they just can tell us any old lies. And we're supposed to believe it. Oh, I was so tired. I was tired. I was so tired. I didn't recognize that I was on the wrong floor. When people heard this officer knock and say, open up the door. This is the shit. This is what they've been able to do. And I know you'll be marching tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, you'll march for a good, maybe 3 to 7 days, and then you'll be back pacified again. Oh, God. Oh, this cycle of insanity. I just cannot take it. I can't. Gracie Griffiths. So true, sister. You're a true queen, standing in your earth strong, working in your nature. Thank you. And the very same to you. Thank you. Says it's getting crazy out here. It's been a circus. It's actually been crazy. It's getting crazier. And you haven't seen the craziest. You have not. You truly haven't. The heat is going to continue to crank up on your behinds until you get it. That's what I have. That is what I have for you all. I'm tired. I'm just tired. How long is enough? How long is enough? I don't comprehend. I don't comprehend. The sickness is so profound. It is totally eroded our logic and our reasoning and our common sense. Albert Sisima, my sister, you are very educated. Asante Karibu. Okay, Karibu and Asante to you. It's and thank you, um that's all I have to say. At a point you just start to sound like a broken record. What I wanted in closing you all to understand and understand is that you have to be aware and you have to be able to read in between the lines. You are dealing with extremely calculated and manipulative beings. They know what they're doing. So when I saw the brother, Jean's family, the brother that was shot in his home in Texas while eating a bowl of cereal, when I saw that, and when I saw his family say, oh, we don't want her to go to jail, we don't want her prosecuted. When I see these Karens and these Kens, and they're accosting our people while they're trying to do their daily duties, while they're at work, and whether they're doing their deliveries or while they're out with their families, and they're saying that they stole something, or while they're in a grocery store and they're saying that one of our little sisters and brothers, the little lights, our future, groped them in the store, when the camera shows that it was none of the sort. These are the people, right? That you then turn around and you say, oh, we don't want them prosecuted. We don't want anything to happen to them. No, we don't want to press charges. It's the same brother. The brother did the same thing when the woman wouldn't let him on the elevator or something like that. And what did he say? Oh, I don't want her prosecuted. Another brother on the airplane said the same thing when the woman was accosting him. The Karen was accosting him. Oh, I don't want her prosecuted. Oh, I don't want anything to happen to her. Where is the mercy? When they're weaponizing their tears and their privilege against you, where is that same mercy? Sick people. A sick people. That's not balance, beloveds. That's not balance. Unfortunately, our people have been waxed cold. Greetings, Miss Tanya. Speak the truth, sister. Greetings to you, beautiful, beautiful woman, womb man. Build your self-sustaining communities wherever you are. Wherever you are, that's Alkebulan. Alkebulan is a state of being more so than it is a place. It is a state of being more so than it's a place. So wherever you are, that is Alkebulan. And I encourage you to build many communities of Alkebulan wherever you are. We are all that we have. And the fact that you can't see it, why do you think these things are continuing to happen? The universe is trying to get your attention. But you're so stiff-necked and rebellious. In closing, if you haven't gotten your birth chart done, it's imperative that you do that. I hear in some of the religious communities, the Hebrew community, and they say, oh, this is Judah, this is Issachar, this is that, and they have no idea what they're talking about. The Bible is the book of the sun. Is the Biblios, is the collection of ancient scriptures talking about the sun. The 12 tribes are the 12 signs of the zodiac of Mother Zudakias. That is why you need to do your birth chart. And it would be very helpful if you knew the time of your birth. It will let you know the angle in which you came in and the energy that was present when you came in. It helps you to understand who you truly are in your essence and your purpose here. You're not supposed to be even identifying, as your sun sign, or you're a Libra and you're this and that. You are supposed to master them all. They were put here. Those 12 signs, they come with various energies to hinder you. And you're supposed to master them all. This is what Thoth teaches us. That's what it is. And if you read the description of each sign and you lined it up with what the scripture says about each tribe, then you would clearly be able to see that that's what they're talking about. It is a book full of allegorical stories about the cosmos. It's important to know that. But don't continue to be fooled, my people. Do not continue to be fooled. It's the same MO. It's the same old trick bag. Don't think that these people don't understand or understand what they're doing. Don't think that they don't know what they're doing. She knew she was not afraid of him. She knew exactly what he was doing. This is how sick they are. This is how insecure they are. Racial insecurity. Peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and light. Until next time, you all be good. All right.